They have done another one. Now all of us inside this country, December last year, when Supreme Court gave their judgment on Nnamdi Kanu case. Una see as they take fourth federal government, enumerated all the errors that was committed in bringing back Nnamdi Kanu inside this country. They say they kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu. Una also see as they take accept say, Nnamdi Kanu did not jump bail. Now military attacking house, he run for in their life to survive. After which they now gave a conclusion that Nnamdi Kanu should go back to Federal High Court for trial. And they even tried to default the Supreme Court because you cannot accept the fact that an illegality was committed and you still want a trial to stand on that same illegality. We say, okay, make we just calm down and see what the lower court will do. Since they say, make Nnamdi Kanu go back to High Court for trial. It don't go back there now. And they are bringing, the lawyers of Nnamdi Kanu are bringing the judgment from Supreme Court to that High Court now. And they are saying, Supreme Court has admitted the fact that our clients did not jump bail. Ongwa reinstate in bail. Make it from house they come for in trial. Either you reinstate in bail or you grant them house arrest. Or move and come out from DSS, go to Correctional Center, Nigerian prison. Make it for there, they come in trial. This woman, Binta Nyako, Justice Binta Nyako, he no agree. He said lie, he no to get anywhere. Say he go remain in DSS custody and nothing will happen. Say he jumped bail. Say he jumped bail. How can you say somebody jumped bail when your Supreme Court, the highest court in the land, has admitted that this person did not jump bail? Say now, Nigerian army run, come in house, he run, go, because they come make him kill him. A Supreme Court give different judgments. You now will be High Court judge. You never reach appellate court. You never even enter Supreme Court. You say lie, say Supreme Court they lie. Now Nnamdi Kanu don't verse. Last, I can't quote law for them now. The laws when Nnamdi Kanu put. I swear to God, you need hearing. Make I not talk too much. Make una help me listen to agree Nnamdi Kanu. Wait till him talk. When I go even here, wait till him lawyers also talk. Inside this video, wait, I won't play for honor. Make I not talk too much. Watch this video. When we come back, we will analyze as usual. Watch.
The detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mr. Nnamdi Kanu, is received by friends and family members as he arrives to court for the ruling on his application to be transferred from the custody of the Department of State Services to Kuje Prison, as well as his fresh bail application. However, the trial judge, Justice Binta Nyako, dismissed his application, stating that Mr. Kanu had earlier jumped the bail granted him and escaped out of the country. Justice Nyako added that the sureties who stood for him in the earlier bail had applied to be discharged and had been discharged on the ground that they could not locate Kanu and did not know his whereabouts. The judge also disagreed with Mr. Kanu's lead counsel that the Supreme Court held that the earlier bail granted him ought not to have been revoked, adding that she had perused the Supreme Court's judgment and did not see the claim of the lawyer. Shortly after the ruling, a visibly angry Nnamdi Kanu berated counsel to the federal government, Mr. Adeboyega Womolo, for perpetrating an act of illegality in a bid to prosecute him, insisting that no court in Nigeria can try him.
Section 2, subsection 3F of Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act. That's what it says. Any court considered to try me is committed an act of terrorism. Yes. Very clear. You cannot violate a treaty that Nigeria entered into and then come to try that very person is not done anywhere in the world. So you must be aware of that. Yeah. So that is why there is all these ridiculous delays. That is what Supreme Court said. I did not jump there. My home was invaded. They came to kill me and I survived. They came to Kenya to kidnap me, brought me back to this country and seeking to try me, which the law says cannot happen.
The His counsel speaks after the day's proceedings.
What led to all these problems is the refusal of the court to obey or implement, for want of a better word, to implement the ruling of the Supreme Court that Nnamdi Kanu never jumped bail, that he was driven into exile by the actions of the prosecution, and therefore the ruling by the court that he jumped bail shouldn't have been made. So, ordinarily, we expected that this court would have just followed suit by restoring his bail, but it didn't happen. So now the court that's not what the Supreme Court said. So we are going to look at that. We are going to go home as a legal team and ruminate over this and come out with a legal response to this anomaly.
The case has been adjourned to June 19th for trial.
You hear them? Binta Nyako. You will talk that in Justice Binta Nyako. You will talk that in. See, you did not see it anywhere written in the Supreme Court judgment that Nnamdi Kanu did not jump in. Do you know how to read at all? Something that we all witnessed in December last, when Supreme Court, where that judgment where you talk about, I mean, they don't give you adulterated one. Supreme Court come out clearly. Everybody is a known fact. They say this man did not jump in. They faulted the Nigerian military. Say, "Una go make una kill this man. Now why you run?" You understand? They admitted. You now, wait, you never reach happy. They all say you do not see it in the judgment of the Supreme Court. Oh yeah, make I keep that one by the side. When I hear what Nnamdi Kanu talk, he said any court in this country that wants to try him is a terrorist. That court not terrorist, and he quote him. He said according to Constitution, the Nigerian Constitution, he said now terrorism prevention and something act. He said you cannot break the treaty you entered with another country, and then you come to try a person after breaking that treaty. You understand that it is an act of terrorism. What is he trying to say? You go Kenya, kidnap person. Kenya or Kenya government, you go there, kidnap person, come back this country, thereby breaking that peace treaty that you have with Kenya. Because how can you go to Kenya and kidnap somebody without the consent of the government? And you move somebody without the consent of the government, which is a kidnap. Because Kenya government now come at us say, we don't know as they carry this guy come off our country. We don't know. Person will come on our country. He lost. Nigerian government come carry him. They don't come and say they don't know. Una carry and come back here. Of which Supreme Court admitted that this is wrong. It's a kidnap. Una one come stand on that kidnap. They try him. Say, or they try him on terrorism. Wait. Say now una be the terrorist. It clear like Clara's Peters. And I hope in lawyers will work on this revelation. Because I don't know why this man should be quoting law for lawyers. Lawyers una be no know this one. Una be no know this one. To use and they fire down. Now Nnamdi Kanu call it teaching a job. Una work. You can't break a treaty that you entered with a country. And then you want to come and try somebody that treaty has already covered, which you broke. And you say you're not a terrorist. You are a terrorist. Any court that tries not, as he said in that inside video, any court, including this Binta Nyako now, what they do, you want to try. So any court, any Nigerian court that try him on this illegality that has been committed is a terrorist. Because you can't build anything on illegality as a law. Seconded. Give him bail, you no agree. House arrest, you no agree. Move and come out from DSS, you no agree. Because DSS are making billions now. When I hear the data where they tell us DSS makes how many? 500 million. Every time that they are bringing Nnamdi Kanu to court. That is what they make, 500 million. Why you think they go allowing Nnamdi Kanu come out for their hand? Because they're making 500 million. Every time Nnamdi Kanu appears in court. Whether they share it with federal government, we don't know. Siphoning our money. 500 million for moving one man. Douche. Any court that tries Nnamdi Kanu, that is where we are standing. He's a terrorist. Simple. I come in peace. I go say one later.
Imagine a country where its citizens get to enjoy the road without this. Imagine a country where unprecedented fuel scarcity does not cause panic at the filling station. That is why Innocent Vehicles has embarked on manufacturing environmental-friendly gas-powered cars while still offering comfort, luxury, and doggedness for the African roots. Innocent vehicles, the pride of African roots.